Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to at Louis Daylights Photography. In this episode, you guys gonna meet Anjelica so that we can take some shots with our Mamiya C330. I'm really excited about how it turned out. Check it out. Hey guys, what's up? We're back at Louis Daylights. Welcome to the channel. We have a camera that I fell in love with while doing research for my Canon F1. I started to see a lot of videos about medium format photography and how clean and beautiful they were. Fell in love with this one because it is a medium format camera and it has a lot of features that are pretty cool about it. Again, I went to eBay and I found one that I felt suited my vibes in regards to wanting a camera that I knew would be good, that everything worked properly, and that I could just take out and shoot. It does take 120 film, and it's a larger negative. It's about yay big, and it's a 5x5 or next level as far as quality goes. You're gonna love it even more if you get into medium format. It is a little more pricey to pick up the rolls of film for that. The cameras are a little bit, they can be more pricey. I do want some creative shots, right? So because I do portrait work and I do editorial photography, I want to make sure that I can take this out in the field. It's got this beautiful bellow system to focus, to pull focus. And I love it because you can really get tight, man. It's got a cool little feature where when you look inside, see that little line on the top of the screen there? That little line, it just kind of lets you know that from that line and up, you're not going to see in your image. And it's got a two lens situation here. The bottom lens is the actual shooter lens, and then the top lens, this is what you're seeing. This is removable. You can purchase other ones. This one was confusing because this is a 105 millimeter. I think the 80 millimeter is touted as like the standard lens, but I got one with 105 because I really wanted to take a step back and be able to take pictures of people without them knowing. Just kidding. I don't do that. So, but I like to be able to maintain my distance and still get some nice depth of field if I want it, if I need it. And if I need to get closer, I can get closer. But 105 I felt would bring an edge to what most people are doing with an 80 millimeter. So the 105, you know, it creates some distance. And even with the 105, I was able to get pretty close to focus an item here at my desk. But this is cool because you can do portraits and you can do close-up stuff of items. I mean, it's limitless. And for when this was designed, it was designed for the professional, right? They even put it in the name because they wanted to appeal to professional photographers. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign that they would make what they would think is good enough to be a professional camera for professional photographers. So the Mamiya C330 was the entry-level one that I chose. I pulled the trigger on it, man, and I bought it. I just went for it. And then as I was researching more about the camera, I fell in love with another one, another medium format, which is probably gonna be my next purchase. I'm going to probably get the Mamiya R67, I believe is the correct model number. Beautiful, beautiful photography. I mean, I could see a bride and a groom hiring a photographer. Maybe you're proficient and maybe you want to make a mark. So maybe a good niche would be get proficient, right? Get really good at shooting with a medium format camera, such as this entry level, as they call it. I've seen the results. I don't think it's entry level. It was designed for professionals, as it says at the bottom here. This is actually from the first round of cameras that they made in the late 60s, early 70s, from what I can tell, because there's like a professional, then there's a professional S and an F. Those are like the ones after. There was like three. We're gonna get into shooting That's all that I care about. I think that that's all that you care about. Let's see what these photographs look like straight out of the box. I will be doing some editing and some scanning of my own negatives. I go to a place where they develop the negatives for me, and then I am scanning those negatives myself with the Epson V600, which is the one I picked up. That's a whole other video. In order for me to show you what these photos are gonna look like, I need to scan mine. Okay, we're back. And we're back for reasons that you are not aware of. But have you ever filmed a video and provided like anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes worth of content, and then when you go to look at it, it wasn't recording? If you're watching this video, it's not because you want to know the features. I think that there's plenty of content out there with that kind of content, right? So I'm going to take some rolls of film, some Portra 400 that I already purchased. I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to go out, we're going to shoot, and we're going to see what they look like. I want this to be a more practical video where we can see what it actually does. I'm going to try to get at least from your knees up. So anything you can do that's kind of tall. drape so I can see your hips. Yeah, like bring your arm. Just let it drape up behind you a little bit. Not all the way, just here. Yep. Or try this. 3, 2, 1.